Have you ever wondered what credit score is required in order to purchase a home? Well, you're in luck because in today's video, I'm going to share with you the credit score you need in order to purchase a home. So if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned. So what's up, guys? My name's Channing Moore. I'm the broker owner of Bayou Mortgage right here in Louisiana. And in today's video, like I said, I want to share with you the different credit scores required in order to purchase a home. And honestly, it might be lower than you think. You know, we speak to a lot of people that think that they need to have great or perfect credit in order to be able to purchase a home. And guys, that's just simply not true. You can buy a home with a credit score as low as 500. Now, you're going to need some cheese. You're going to need some cheddar to do that. But you can do it if you have a down payment of at least 10%, or if you're a veteran and you qualify for a VA loan or an active service duty as well, that might qualify for a VA loan. So there are a lot of different ways to be able to buy a home. Your credit score is going to be looked at. It's just one of the factors, but it is the factor that we want to discuss today. So when it comes to the credit scores required, let's just talk about the most common loan programs and what they require so that you can make the best decision for yourself. So we'll start off with conventional loans. Now, conventional loans require a credit score of at least a 620. If you don't have a 620 credit score, you cannot qualify for a conventional loan. But that doesn't really tell the whole story, because even if you have a 620 credit score, you may not get approved for a conventional loan because conventional loans typically do not allow manual underwriting. So you need an automated underwriting approval. And we found that it's pretty difficult to get one of those unless you have a credit score of like 660 or higher, but a lot of times it's 680 or higher. So if you find yourself in a situation where you have a 620, a 640, a 660, a lot of times it's going to be better to do an FHA loan because they are more flexible with people in those types of credit score ranges to be able to purchase a home. So conventional loans are great. They're one of the most popular loan programs available. Everybody kind of knows about them. They offer some really cool things, and they're pretty simple as far as underwriting and different things like that go. But they are going to be geared for those home buyers that have better credit history, a more perfect credit history. Not perfect, but you can't have things in collections. You can't be past due on anything. You've got to be able to get all of those types of things caught up and paid up. And so if you've taken care of your credit, you absolutely will probably be looking at a conventional loan. However, if you've got some credit issues, you probably won't. So that's going to lead me into the next loan program, and that program is the FHA loan. Now, FHA loans are extremely popular. It's the Federal Housing Administration that backs these loans. They're a Department of Housing and Urban Development. And the FHA loan was created to help low to moderate income families purchase homes. So they are very, very flexible when it comes to their credit requirements because you only need a 500 credit score to qualify. Now, again, if you have a 500 to a 579 credit score, you are going to need 10% down. If you have a 580 credit score, here's where it gets good. You only need 3.5% down. So if you've got a 580 credit score or higher, 3.5% down, which is incredibly low, that's 3.5% of the purchase price, you'll be able to use an FHA loan if you can get approved with the other factors. And you'll be putting a very small amount of money down compared to, say, 10% or even 20%. So FHA loans are great because they allow you to have collections. They work with past credit issues, things like bankruptcies, foreclosures, charged off accounts, late payments, all those types of things. Definitely going to be way more flexible than, say, a conventional loan with a lower down payment. Now, the downside to the FHA loan is that sometimes they can be a little bit more expensive monthly, but only if you had good credit. If you have bad credit, they're going to be way cheaper than a conventional loan. So FHA loans, typically you want to have a 580. You want to be able to qualify for that lower down payment, but there are options for you if you find yourself under a 580 credit score, if you can save for a down payment. All right, so the next loan program I want to talk about is the USDA Rural Development Loan. Now, this is one of my favorite loan programs because it allows you to purchase a home with no down payment. And you'll hear a lot of people say that the USDA loan requires a 640 credit score, and that's partially true. USDA actually doesn't publish any minimum credit score guidelines when it comes to purchasing a home, but most lenders are going to require you to have a 620 or a 640. However, we have a few lenders that allow us to do these with a credit score as low as a 580. Now, if you go lower than a 640, and here's where the misconception happens, you aren't going to get an automated approval. You'll need to meet USDA's manual underwriting guidelines, and in order to do that, so that you can buy that home with that lower credit score. But you can technically get a loan through the USDA, which is no down payment, if you have a credit score of 580 or higher. You just have a few extra requirements that you need to meet. Now, if you've got a 640 or higher, you have a better chance of qualifying for that automated approval, and you won't need things like proof of your rent for the last 12 months or 3 months reserves and different things like that. So while having a 640 isn't a guarantee, it does put you in a better position to qualify for the USDA loan. Not to mention, most likely a better interest rate as well. All right, and finally, I want to talk about the VA loan. Now, the VA loan is my absolute favorite home loan. The VA loan is for active duty service members and veterans who have 90 days of service in wartime conditions, have been active basically. We pull something called a certificate of eligibility. It tells us if you're eligible. If you qualify for a VA loan, man, these things are awesome. They're no down payment home loans, and they don't have private mortgage insurance or PMI, so you can save hundreds of dollars a month just by using that VA home loan, and you don't have to come out of pocket for a down payment. Now, again, like USDA, the VA doesn't publish any minimum credit score requirements, and there are some lenders out there who will do extremely low credit VA loans, but they are a very, very tough and difficult process. For us, we have a cap at 500, so we don't go lower than 500. If you have at least a 500 credit score, we may be able to help you get a VA loan, but like all the other loan programs, once you get over 580, that approval is going to get easier and easier. Plus, again, your interest rate will be better. So you can get a VA loan with a credit score as low as 500, and we do them, but you want to try and get your credit up a little bit just to make that process a bit easier for yourself. But the VA loans, again, my favorite loan program. It's the only loan program that the person using it has earned the benefit or the right to use it, and we don't see enough of them because a lot of times, unfortunately, sellers, and there's all these stigmas about them, but it's a great loan program. It's my favorite loan program, and you can get them as a veteran or an active duty member, even if you've had past credit issues. So those are the minimum credit score requirements in order to purchase a home. I hope you found this informational. Your credit score is just one piece of the loan approval puzzle. We also look at your income, we look at your down payment, the assets that you have saved up. And those three things, your credit, your income, your assets, they kind of start to tell the story of what programs you might qualify for, how much loan you're going to be able to be approved for, and if we think we can actually make that approval happen. So definitely want to get all three of those things in line. We've got tons of content and resources at bayou-mortgage.com that can share all of these different things you need to know with you. But hey, if you like this content, definitely like this video. Please subscribe. We'll be posting content like this every day, at least weekly. And if you have any ideas of something you want to learn about, drop a comment and let me know. All right. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.